What's going down? Welcome to the Blacksmith. Today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 things to look out for when looking for fake femininity. Being able to understand what traits or actions to look for will help you understand what to look out for or what woman is best for you. Let's get right to it. Truth of the matter is, most men are focused, driven. They got their head down in the sand, not playing games. They're out here shaping the world, creating things, getting things done. These men have purpose. What I mean by most men? Well, 55% of men, actually 55.3, are childless, and 63% of men are single. All this is good, but if you don't know what traits or actions to look up for, this could cost you a world of trouble. And most times, most men don't find out till it's too late. You got to be able to spot a fake femininity imposter from the jump. Lucky for you, I got you covered. Fellas, one of the key things when interacting with women is effective communication. And one of the key things you can have in your toolbox is effective listening. So if you're doing this and you're communicating with her, enjoying your evening, you're talking with her, there should be 3 things you should be analyzing when getting to know her. Talking to her. Is she feminine? Is she kind, sweet, have a gentle energy, a good soul? Number 2, is she inspirational? When she's hanging around you, friends and family, do people just adore her, ask her questions, love her energy? When she leaves the room, do people miss her? And number 3, is she beautiful? Not just outside, but inside. Character. They want a man who's a provider and protector, and they want you to go out here and fight the world. Overall, gentlemen, women want you set up so you can set them down. Point number 1, and this is how you can tell of a fake femininity imposter. If you're out in public and she does not know how to conduct herself, here are such things you should be looking out for. If you find her talking loud, intoxicated, poor posture, if you guys are out and about and she's sitting with her legs open, cursing, generally behaving like a dude. Femininity doesn't allow a woman to curse, period. You need to take her out while alcohol's being served and she's comfortable. That's when you get to see her true nature. Number 2 on the list is hygiene. So if her breath stink, body stink, her feminine areas stink, if a woman doesn't pay attention to these details, she's fake. True femininity and poor hygiene can't exist. They're polar opposites. A woman that takes care of these things is definitely feminine. So, breath stink, hair stink, hands stink. These things you should look out for. Another thing you can do is when you meet a woman and you shake her hand, bring her hand up. Like, you bring her hand up like you're about to kiss her hand. But while you're doing this and you're talking to her, right? Like, how you doing? You meet her. You get a sense of, does her hand smell like lotion, perfume, a mix of both? Or do it smell like onions and garlic cloves? Like she just been eating some chips and didn't wash her hands. Even worse, she might went to the bathroom and didn't wash her hands. These are things you can sense. Also, everything you can tell from a person's diet comes through the skin, through the pores. So if a woman hasn't washed her hands, that's also some points off when it comes to fake femininity. Number 3, when it comes to spotting fake femininity, is we don't do broke. And what I mean by that is really broke mentality. Don't get me wrong, a woman can have a Chanel bag, Louis Vuitton, Dior, but if she have these things and she has broke clean products, dollar store products in the house, meaning she has an expensive bag, but she has dollar store mints in it. Even worse, she has an iPhone. Like all women love the latest Apple products, but she has no savings in the bank. She doesn't even have investments. Look, she looks the part, right, with the clothing and all this, but this is a problem for so many reasons. And we definitely about to go to number 4. But before we do that, let's check out today's sponsors. What up, YouTube? Welcome to the Blacksmith. COVID was a stressful time when people were locked in the house. Also, people gained weight and also felt the monetary crunch in their pocket. That doesn't have to be. So today's sponsor I share with you, Sweatcoin. Sweatcoin is a downloadable free app where it actually pays to walk. It's insane. What's awesome is after you earn, you can choose from thousands of awesome branded goods and services in the marketplace, from high-tech shoes, iPhones, anti-gravity yoga classes, Apple Watches, and more. And if you're feeling a little frisky, you can also donate to your favorite charity. Also, it doesn't matter if you're at home, work, or just walking your dog. The app is amazing. Definitely sweat coin is the way to go. Link down below in the description. You guys need to know this. I don't deal with women who are fake femininity fakers. I don't have to. Not with my woman. Look, truth of the matter is, look, I'm not super old. I'm not like 80 or 90. I'm in my 40s. But back in like 1988, 1992, and 96, right? When I dealt with women in high school and after high school, I didn't have mentors or men telling me, hey, that's a pretty girl. No, all they used to say was, hey, that's a pretty girl. Did you hit? Oh, yeah, she's fine. You got a condom? I was never given an instruction what to look up for, what to do, this, that, and the other. See, you guys and you are with me, we have YouTube. I can tell you, and other men should be able to show you or experienced people, hey, this is what to look out for. You don't want to fall into a trap of trouble where something happens, she gets pregnant on accident, now you stuck with her. At least if you pick right, it gives you a fighting chance and you will not ruin your life. Trust me. And ladies, I'm sharing with you on what not to do. No cursing, ladies. It's not allowed. It's not feminine. All right, so and what you doing? You bring it in like this, fellas. Stop what you're doing. Body contact, eye contact, right, with her. She stares back at you, and you don't break eye contact. Preferably, you want to be looking at her from an upward angle. If she stares back at you like this and doesn't break eye contact, you have a problem. And that's when you lean in like this, and you bark at her. No, I don't honestly mean like barking like bark at her. No, what I mean is like kind of a meat confrontation kind of a thing. Let me explain. I'll tell you a story. And I'm going to give you two stories. I'm going to give you a story when I met a single woman. I'll also give you one when I met my first wife. So I remember there was one time I was cooking like maybe a pasta dish, lasagna, something like that. Make a long story short, I didn't have enough pasta. I think I wanted some garlic that night. And instead of having dinner at 6, I was eating dinner late. I was making dinner like around 9 or 10 p.m. So I rushed to the store, got what I needed. But when I came out the store, I saw a lady. And she was kind of like driving by herself. No, she was kind of pretty, kind of cute. Now check this out. To do this and to spot a fake femininity faker or imposter, you kind of got to do this when she's by herself. Meaning when you meet and greet and talk to them, you got to like close the space, get in a person's private space to communicate. I mean, that's how communication is done. And she has to be by herself. To make a long story short, she was driving in the parking lot, parked, got out of her car, and I just instantly said, hey, you just gonna park on my spot like that? And without hesitation, right? This lady she barked back. You already know, like, and this is in America, right? I'm in America. She barked back without no hesitation. We're in a dark parking lot. I'm 5'10", so I'm not like super tall, but this lady's like every bit of 5'2". And she barked back without hesitation. You know what that tells me? That tells me a few things. You can tell it's someone fake femininity if they're quick to fight. I mean, truly in its core, if a person is pressed, truly, they will revert back to who they really are. See, in this situation, she was shorter than me. It was dark, isolated. She was by herself. And her first instinct is to fight. This is what you can tell is energy from the mindset of a person who has masculine energy, this woman. Now, think about what I just said. Picture it. She didn't even know me. I came out of nowhere, right? She couldn't do anything, even if I wanted to. Because like I said, I'm 5'10". She's about 5'1", 5'2", small, probably weighed about 120, 125. And the thing is that she squared up. And when she did that, I showed her like, well, just playing with you, just a parking spot. And she was like, okay. And I'm like, wow. It just lets me know right there. I saw the energy and she knew she fucked up, right? That's because we live in a day and age, right, where it's not like 100 years ago when a man comes out of nowhere out of the dark and a woman go, oh my God, and she has to hope, right? In today's age, women act like they can do something. Truth of the matter is, all you're going to do is call police and get a man to handle a man because only a man can handle a man. A woman is not going to be able to do this and get there in the dark against a guy who outweighs her by 100 pounds or more. It just can't. Now, some of you guys are being triggered. How can you say that? How dare you? I said it because it's true, right? You can see my other clip. I did one video. What if transgender was Mike Tyson and Mike Tyson fought another boxing undefeated young lady? What would happen? Well, you saw the video. That's exactly what would happen, right? What would a woman do fighting Mike Tyson. Well, the same thing. What could a woman do who's 5'1", 5'2" against a guy who's almost 6 foot and outweighs her by more than 100 pounds? Honestly, now when I think about it, I was kind of off put when talking about those examples. Because see, the woman that squared up, let's be honest, ladies, if a man really wanted to do something, you couldn't do anything. Here's an example. See, with men, there's always a lower level known of threat, meaning we're not fighting, but we know we have to keep ourselves in check because it's always a measure and metering stick when it comes to threat level, right? That's why you have different warring nations. Even though we have missiles, we don't press the button. We don't go to war, right? Because men know better. Example, I'm 5'10". You don't see me going up to a guy who's 6'2", 6'5", and I start barking like, yeah, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You ain't gonna do nothing. See, women do that. Because see, women, like I said earlier, don't respect or fear men as a lower level threat, like level 2, level 3 versus level 10, you get killed. Well, the reason why women don't fear, because they have other men to protect them. They're the police. They have the system, right? Truth of the matter is, I'm going to say something that's going to offend people, but it's the truth. If you take away the system, if you take away the police, if you take away other men that protect you, you're nothing, just pray. That's it. You're nothing but just pray. That's it. Women back in the day actually had to edit themselves. They had to mute themselves. They had to act accordingly. Men act like men. Women act like women. Not, even us men. I have to mute myself. If I see a guy who's 6'6", 280 pounds, all you women know, me being 5'10", smaller, shorter. Yeah, I'm not a punk. I'm not a chump. But I'm not stupid. I could get a chance at level 10 threat. That big dude, that Navy SEAL could kill me. My question to you ladies is, why do you get mad when I say, hey, the low level threat for us is real? We're not going to go to level 10. We're going to respect each other at level 2 or 3. Well, women don't respect men at level 2, 3, or no level. They can call the police, talk trash. Another man's going to save them. I got the system, judges in court. But if you take away all that, are you really that tough? And last but not least on our list is number 5, woman's etiquette. Yeah, men and women got to have etiquette, but for women, you got to have the etiquette, especially when you're going out to dinner. They have the different forks, different spoons, different knives on what you do. Etiquette as far as how you talk socially amongst people. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Your mannerisms, your body language. Is it feminine? Is it aggressive? Is it overbearing? Right? Is it boss babe? Is it I'm bold. I'll say what I want to say. I have this attitude, right? Is it that type of energy? Because if it is, yeah, she's masculine. And I've heard the excuses. Well, I'm only masculine this way because if it wasn't for this guy, all you guys, all men is the reason why I can't take none accountability. Like I said, all men is the reason why we can't take no accountability. But we'll leave that for a conversation for another day. Those are the 5 signs of fake femininity. Hopefully, guys, you got 1 through 5. You understand it a little bit better. It'll help you navigate out there in the streets when you're dealing with women. So on that, till next time, we'll bring you value. Welcome to the Blacksmith. If you made it this far, smash the like button and leave a comment down below to trigger the YouTube algorithm. I'm a new channel and I'm trying to grow. So hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to let you know every time I upload a new video.
You get on down, close my eyes, take me for a ride. Ooh. Got to be you. So come and light me up, I still need your fire, baby.